Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're gonna have to tap the screen today, guys. I don't usually say that because I usually don't, but I seem to lose a lot of accounts when I talk. This is, in fact, my main account. I would, in fact, like to keep it. So if you could kindly tap the fucking screen. Because, and don't let me forget, because I have to show my appreciation, and I would never want to overlook the founder of the TikTok tea pages, right? Stephanie. Stephanie is the self-proclaimed founder of TikTok tea pages. Okay? She kindly reminded me yesterday that if it wasn't for her being Sip the Tea, that I would not have a platform. I find that a lot of things, but first and foremost, I find that fucking laughable. Laughable. And that is why we're here today. Do you hear? We're here today because of ego. All right? Ego is what brought us here today. Ego makes things very fucking dangerous for other fucking people. So, Stephanie here, years ago, just a few short, 3 to 4 years ago, Stephanie here ran a tea page, quote unquote. During Stephanie's time as a tea page, Stephanie involved herself in some really ugly fucking behavior, okay? We're not here to talk about that, though. The people that were there, if you know, you fucking know. I am not here so much to bash Stephanie, but to bring awareness as to what Stephanie calls herself doing. Stephanie, do you know Box Lizard? Stephanie, do you vet the people that come here and quote unquote save women from domestic violence situations? Did you vet that man? Do you know him? Have you Googled? Have you done even an iota of fucking research? Because when you spoke to me, don't worry about your credentials, okay? See, credentials, when you're helping women and possibly children escape a violent domestic violence situation, I would love for you to have credentials. They are, in fact, very important when it comes to stuff like this. See, I myself have been in two very, very violent domestic violence situations, and speaking from my point of view, I could not tell anybody. That's why I was there so long, because I was scared to fucking death. Okay? The cops didn't seem like a good fucking idea, because the aftermath of that could be my death, right? So, no, people in those situations don't really look for law enforcement as safety. So, Stephanie, why do you expect women to be scrolling the FYP and look at you as a safe place for them and their children? Please answer me that. Can you please answer me that? Because, honey, what you're doing is dangerous. What you're doing is self-serving. And what you're doing is going to get somebody unalived. Possibly yourself. Do you know that some of the most dangerous situations for law enforcement come from domestic and family violence? Stephanie, do you know a fucking thing about domestic violence? I don't think you do. It's ego. It's ego, Stephanie, and I'm going to need you to check it at the fucking door. Let me also say this. A lot of the reason that women stay in domestic violence situations is because they know they cannot financially provide for their family once they leave that situation. They have been financially abused as well as physical, mental, and emotional. Do you understand that? So when you come to the app and claim that you are helping women in domestic violence while throwing cash apps around, that gives them a false sense of security, ma'am, because they see the money as a way out and that's going to solve all their problems. So, of course, they're probably going to jump at that. Will you please stop doing this, Stephanie? What can I do to get you to stop doing this, Stephanie? I want to make this very clear. Yesterday, on the weekends, I don't spend a lot of time here, okay? That live that you were in, that you were talking all that shit, that I was watching on the outside, that I was a creep and that I was never going to come in that live, baby, that just lets me know that you have absolutely no idea who I am. There is not a box on this app that I will not get in. Not a soul puts fear in my heart on this motherfucker. This, on the other hand, puts a copious amount of fear in my heart for the women that are going to fall for this. That's who I'm scared for. Not how many followers you get, not how much money goes in your pocket, no, not how much your fucking ego gets stroked while you're here. I am scared for the women and children that find this a good idea. So, if you are currently struggling in a domestic violence situation, I implore you to reach out to an actual agency with trained professionals that can handle the mental, emotional, the whole psychological unwiring that goes along with domestic abuse. Now, do I have a problem if Stephanie wants to help domestic violence survivors once they are out of their situation safely, placed in housing that is safe? Do you understand what I'm saying? We don't just come to the internet and start Googling domestic violence shelters and then pluck people out, because how do you know that shelter that you're picking for them is a safe place for them from their abuser? How do you know that abuser can't get to those people? Do you guys know what you're doing? No. You don't. All I really want is for people that are in that situation, whether you're a man or a woman, I don't care who you are, do not come to TikTok to be saved. Please reach out to trained professionals that know what the fuck they are doing. That's the most important part. If you want to watch her do this and act like she's a saint and doing something good, then by all means, don't let me stop you. But if you really need help and you're scared, please do not reach out to her. Thank you, Tina, and nobody should be. Yes. Let me tell you how how do you claim to be helping women in bad situations while having a man that literally targets vulnerable women in your box. How did you do that? Why did you do that? That man likes vulnerable women. That man is a lot of the reason why I'm here, Stephanie. Because it's not like I haven't seen the fuckery going on. I have. I get sent all the shit. But when you put that man in your box, I said, that's it. That's it. That's it. You give no fucks. You give no fucks. You do not care about any of those women. You want money. You want clout. You want that ego stroked. All on the back of a woman who is desperate. You're sick. You're a sick fuck. I got no use for women like her. I could never ever capitalize, whether it be my ego, my followers, or my wallet, off the back of a woman who's being abused. You make me sick. Enjoy your fucking Sunday, because I'm really going to start being ugly, because this man is fucking ugly.